Hello, it's Burgess Taylor, and it's time for a Hobonichi Plan with me. So I've been working on changing things up degree by degree, figuring out what works for me. So I have the calendar right here. I haven't really written anything right here yet. I am going to be doing that probably tonight. We have some things going on. Mr. Victor starts school right here. His orientation right here, so I need to write those down. But let's get to where we left out. So this is this week. So I am right now doing this. I have a few other things I will write down, but I did post a picture to Instagram. I believe I did that yesterday. Instead of trying to do time-lapse for the video that I did for Patreon, I'm just going to do a quick flip through and show you what I'm doing, because it would be way too hard, because I flip-flopped back and forth and they actually saw my process of how I do this, and so it's a lot of going back and forth, and that would be too hard. So I liked how this turned out. I didn't fill in all my little things, but Thursday I didn't really do much. So this is this week, and what I did here was do these little blocks to do the mood and productivity tracking right here, so I can put it in the other place just to have it. And then this was where I'm going to try tracking the things I'm supposed to do every single day right here. And I filled this in with what my goals and my focus are, some of the things I have to do. I kind of put a hodgepodge of different things in here, and I like it okay. But it's still a little busy. This one's a little bit more mellow, and I want to, I think, try something different. So I went ahead while I was doing some stuff, because next weekend when I do the plan with me, I'm going to do it a bit different. So I set up some of what I'm going to be doing for the next week. Not this coming week, which is this right here, but next week, because Mr. Victor starts school, and I'm going to end up putting a little picture of him. And then I put the little school bus right here. We have the eclipse. So we have the lunar eclipse, which was here on the 7th, and we have the solar eclipse, which is here. I did planetary washi tape. This kind of reminded me of like the old schoolhouse kind of theme. And I did a few things. I'm going to go back in. I'm going to kind of block off some of the things that are important. You know, like... And I'm going to start doing capital letters, and then writing, regular writing, handwriting, you know, with lowercase letters, what the details are of things. So that's where I'm at with that. This is where I'm doing YouTube scheduling. I did these coffee cups. Most of them I started when I was doing the live video, so I'm going to continue writing the comments that are ideas or questions from the Q&A for the coffee chat I just did. This is Patreon stuff right here. Sorry, that was Mr. Rockstar. So I have ideas for Patreon, and coming up with a tentative schedule for the rest of August. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to be listing my favorite supplies. I did some supply stuff in July, but I'm going to list it for August. These are some Daniel Smith watercolors I'm interested in. I'm going to create a YouTube schedule right here for September. I'm going to create a blog post schedule right here for September. And then for right here, I'm going to create a Patreon schedule, and probably some stuff for Facebook groups, so I have that planned out. And then what I've been doing lately is, I don't know where I left off. So here's this past Sundays, last Sundays, I was watching the Game of Thrones, and I started drawing seriously because I've been trying to practice on faces. And I got it done, but that was the one episode, mind you, where she wasn't really on there. And I was so frustrated because, of course, I get to the one episode where she's not really on. And I was watching it on my tablet. So I couldn't look up a picture, and I didn't want to leave. I didn't want to walk around the house with my tablet, carrying my tablet, trying to pull up a picture of her. So I just drew her from memory. And that was very difficult, but I think I did a pretty good job of that. I think I did a pretty good job considering I was doing it from memory. So I have Monday's page. I have not done anything with Tuesday's page other than draw the coffee cup. I need to go back in and fill in some of these pages. This is Wednesday's page, and I did this, but I need to fill it in. I don't have anything for Thursday's page. I have an idea of what I want to do, but I'm not quite sure. So I have Friday's page and Saturday's page right here. And this turned out pretty good. And then I have today's page, which turned out pretty good. This leaked. That's not good. Not supposed to have red right there. Thinking it leaked from the opposite side, so we'll do this. And then I'll wait for that to dry a minute. But I did some things a bit differently for this page. And what I did is this is ready to get uploaded. I'm finishing this up. I haven't done any of those yet. I did half of this. So I still have some things to do. So what I've done essentially is work on what I have going on. Okay, so I have Saturday's page, which is yesterday, and then I have today's page. And I had some bleed through right there, so I fixed it. So one eye's covered because the strawberries bled through, but that's okay. That's okay. I think that they look pretty cool. I like how the pages are turning out. I'm thinking about combining things between this page and this page, how that looks with something like this. Some days having one image and then adding in like the words for the bigger things that I'm doing, like here's the coffee chat, film Hobonichi video, healthy snacks and meals and exercise. Here I have Hobonichi blog, home, and some quotes. Thinking about doing things like that with maybe one picture, or doing it with like these, like with the 3 pictures, how I sometimes often do it, you know, where I chronicle 3 important things or a few important things throughout my day. I like that. I think from now on when I do pictures like this, I don't think I want pictures that are this big in here unless it's all by itself. That is just, I think, too much for one page. That kind of crowds this. Planning's going well with this. I am adding in this. This was Saturday's. This is today's, where I'm adding in things that I'm doing so that I have a longer list of to-dos and to make use of this. So, and I can carry this in my purse, and I can use the calendars that are in here for what I'm doing. Like if I have an appointment or something, you know, I really like having this. It helps, I think, to be able to make a longer list of the to-dos. So I'm going to keep changing that up as well until it gets to a point where I really like how I'm listing things. So I have the major ones right here, which may change. We'll see. I may end up putting a quote up here. I don't know. I'm changing things around until it gets to a point where I really like what it looks like, and I really like what I'm doing. I like chronicling the day and doing the to-dos. I do want to get a more mellow outline for this with some washi tape, so I can use up some of my washi tape, and with the things that I'm doing. And this is going, so things are going pretty well so far. I need to fill in some of this, and the tracker's going pretty well. I do want to do a little bit of things differently for September's tracker. We'll see how everything goes. But I'm figuring it out, and I think that by the time the end of the year hits and I have my Hobonichi for next year, I know I'll have a better idea of what I really want to do. Because I was going to give up on doing the Hobonichi and just do like bullet journal. But I really like the Hobonichi. I really like having it. But I do, like I said, think I'm going to do the ABEC. So thank you for watching. I hope y'all have a good day. I think this turned out pretty good. This one, like I said, is a bit busy, and I wished I hadn't done this now, but that's okay. That's okay. You live and you learn. Thanks, y'all. Bye.